Shall we begin?
Let's begin now.
Hi everybody, it's Doreen, and today we will start the Father's Day cards with the Cricut series. Today's card is card number 1, and the cartridge we will be using is the Wild Card cartridge. And this card is going to be a quick and simple card. So what does our card look like? This is the card that we will be making. So come on and join me, and I'm going to show you how you can make this quick and easy card. Okay everybody, so let's get started with the first card of the series, Father's Day cards with the Cricut. Now this is going to be the last year that I do the Father's Day series with just the Cricut, since I have purchased another die cutting machine which I call Erica. It is my Silhouette Cameo. I want to start doing my series with more than just using the Cricut, and I also want to start using up some of my dies and rubber stamps that I have. So to get started, my card measures 8 inches by 5.5 inches, and 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and I've taken it and scored it to make it a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card. So, and this is just some of the Joann Fabrics textured cardstock. So now we're going to go ahead and add our top layer, and this is going to be a really simple, quick, and easy card that you can make for Father's Day, or just a card if you need to make a card for a male and you're not quite sure what to do. I sometimes find I have a hard time picking out how to make a card for a male because I can't add any bling, you can't add any flowers, so this will be real simple. So now my top layer is actually from the Wild Card cartridge, and it is on page 33, and it looks like this right here. Oh, sorry about that. I was way out of camera frame. Okay, so that would be key number 2 on your gypsy. So let's bring that up, and we're already there at that cartridge. So it looks like this. And what I've done to cut this out so that it would fit within here, I took my aspect ratio off on my gypsy, and I made my width 3 3/4 or 3.75, and my height is 5 inches. And I did have my real dowel size on when I did that. So we're going to add that to the front of our card, and I'm just going to take, let's see, I think we're just going to use the Tombow for this. So I'm just going to go run along here with my Tombow right down the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2-way zig pen as soon as I can figure out what I did with it. Okay, I have my glue added on to the back of my top layer. So we're just going to add this to our card. And what I've also done is I've gone ahead and inked my edges of my Argyle layer with the Stampin' Up! Old Olive. So let's make sure we got this on here straight. Okay, so now we're go ahead and we're going to put on our Happy Father's Day. So now the Happy Father's Day is also from the Wild Card cartridge, and it is on page, let's see, 66, and it looks like this. It's really tiny. Probably won't be able to see that, but that will be key number 35. So let's go to key 35. And what I've done is you're going to have to hit the phrase key on your gypsy or your overlay, and then you can go to key 35, and it looks like this. So now, because this does not have a shadow feature, what I've done is I've gone ahead and cut out 2 of them. And I cut these at the aspect ratio off. The height is 8 inches and the width is 4 inches. And that's so that I could get this to come out very large. So I've cut 2 of them, and one of them is cut in just some green cardstock, and then I cut the other one in white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just offset it just a little bit so it looks like there is a shadow layer, like so. So now I'm going to take my 2-way zig pen again, and I'm going to get some glue on the back of here, and I want to put this on here so I don't get glue on my paper. And I'm just going to make sure I get this covered completely, and then I'll be back and I'll show you how I'm going to add that to the top layer. Okay, so now I have all my glue on, and I'm just going to line this up and just offset it just a little bit so it looks like you have a shadow. And then I'm going to glue the 2 pieces together, like so. So it's just a faint hint of a shadow there. So now what we want to do is we want to add this to the front of our card, and I do want to pop this up a little bit. So what I'm going to do that is I'm going to use my glue gun, because I don't have dimensionals small enough to fit on the back of here to make this pop up. So I'm going to get my glue on here real quickly, because you have to do this very quickly to get this to pop up. So I'm just going to run along here just very fast and quick, and just get some glue all over, and then we'll add it to the card. So like I said, you have to be really quick because you don't want your hot glue to dry before you can get your image down. So I've got my glue on there, and I'm just going to flip it over, and then I'm going to add it to the front of my card. And it's not going to pop up a lot, just a little bit, just to give it some dimensional, because you just want to try to have just a small amount of dimensional there. So basically that's it. This is the front of our card. So now for my inside sentiment, oh, I forgot, there is one other thing that I want to add to the front of the card, and that is I want to put some buttons right here in the corner, each corner of the card. Now these buttons were actually clear buttons, and what I did was I took my Copic marker, the Spanish olive, which is YG97, and I used my airbrush system and colored in the buttons to get them the color that I wanted, because I didn't have any buttons that were that olive color. So now we're going to take and get some glue down here, and we're going to put the buttons down. So what I'm going to do so I don't burn myself is I'm going to put just a dollop of glue in the corner, and then I'm going to press my button down. And then I'll come back later and get rid of the little glue stragglers that you're going to get when you put your buttons down. Oh, did I lose one? I think I did. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to put these down, and then I'll be back. Okay, everybody, so I am back with the finished card. So what I've done is I went ahead and finished adding my buttons in the corner, and then for the inside I took 2 1 1/4 inch squares and cut them in half, and I've laid them out in each corner of the card. And then for my sentiment, I've taken and used the My Creative Time XL die, and it looks like this. And I cut that out using my die cutting machine. And then for the inside, I put a rubber stamp sentiment that says there aren't enough days in the weekend. And this is from a stamp set that is by My Favorite Things. And the stamp set is I Love You Mower, M-O-W-E-R, W-T, Guy. So what I'll do is I'll put a link at the bottom in the description bar for where you can purchase the stamp set and where you can purchase the die. So now my envelope is just a regular standard size envelope, and the paper pack that I use to cut this envelope out is by Me and My Big Ideas, and the paper pack is called Family. So that's it, everybody. This is the first card of the Father's Day Cards with the Cricut series, and this one was a simple one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.